It is an early one this morning, just past 7 o'clock, and today I am joining the Pas Normal crew for a 8 a.m. training session, one of their scheduled rides for the week. Guys, welcome back to the What Life. Let's roll. So I don't know whether you guys think the same, but I think Pas Normal has a bit of a PR, public relations problem. Most people I speak to, most people I know, although they do 100% love the kit, they think the people that ride in it, they think some of their group rides are not the most community friendly. I will give you an example of what I mean in a second. They have a bad rep. Let's put it that way. So I am joining them for what they've got down, it's on Strava. You join their group, their Mallorca club. They post their rides. Their Wednesday morning ride is a training ride, 50, 60K loop flat, and it is listed as a tempo ride. Obviously, I'm a bit nervous because the Pas Normal boys and girls are usually kind of performance orientated, and I think this is where their rep comes from, as being not quite so friendly. What I mean by that is when we were out here for the 312, we joined them for a pre-Mallorca 312 ride. The guys that were hosting the ride just dropped everyone, rode their own thing, did their own thing. They wanted to get their training day in. They were not going to let the simple fact that they themselves had invited other people come along to ruin their ride. And that's how I think Pas Normal is viewed. Big boys, big watts, training, push hard, just lacking that community friendly stuff. And I will say this, if you want to have a community, but you don't care about the community, guys, that's called a cult. So we're gonna find out. I really hope I'm wrong. We're giving them a second chance. I'm being judgy, yes, I know, but I want to see what happens. Do these boys, are they going to welcome an influencer who's there to join in on their ride, wearing full Le Col aero kit, by the way. I don't own anything Pas Normal. I like their kit. I'm a bit iffy about the Pas reputation, and they are referred to as Pas wankers for a reason. Right, let's roll. The ride starts at 8. We're going to get there for 7:40. It takes me 35-40 minutes to cycle into town. Okay, I'll keep you up to date on how today goes. Obviously, please do let me know if you think I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. So this is the Pas store. I've always wanted to come here. Last time we were in Mallorca, I tried to come, but it was a Sunday and everything's closed on a Sunday, so they weren't open. But they have a cafe that's worth coming to visit and a little store, and they got bike racks, safe bike parking out back. So this time, at least I get to check out the store and have a look. I really like that kit. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to take this on as a positive experience. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to smash up a training ride, and hopefully I just don't get left in a gutter on the side of the road in Mallorca. So because it's a training ride, they were saying that it could be a drop, it might be a no drop. It depends how many people turn up. If it's a big group, then it'll be a drop ride. If it's not a big group, it'll be a no drop ride. And I have to give some leeway to the fact that this is registered as a training ride. But they did a round the island loop earlier in the week. On the, I think it was on the Monday, full loop of the island, 335, 340K, and chatting to the guys, they said that was like an invite only ride. So in some senses, yeah, you see where I'm going. But I'm already a little bit worried about joining this ride, because if it's a big ride and you just get dropped off, what's the point? Hopefully that won't happen. We'll do everything we can to try and stick with a flat and fast route. Coronado V4 RS, Factor Astro van, serious bike riders. I think that is the Pas Normal vibe.
It is a proper training ride. People can get dropped. It's not the goal to drop people, but it can happen. We try to stay together in the beginning, and if you get dropped, I hope to see you again in the shop for a cup of coffee. So we do the chain gang. That is, the usual maneuver. We always do it clockwise, independent of the side wind. And when I'm the ride leader, we are always taking it relatively easy here, because there's no reason to drop people within 3 or 4K. So we try to stay together. Just consider it as a warm-up. You will get pretty warm anyway. Consider it as a warm-up to that roundabout. And once you are there, we can really stay together and do the chain gang all the way up to here. This road.
Fair play to them. That's the best briefing I've had out of any briefing I've ever been to. So it's good that they do it properly. And they're basically running a chain gang, because we are cycling on the right hand side of the road. It's opposite to the way that I normally do a chain gang, so it's fast on the outside and then drop back on the inside. But that's the best ride. That's the best ride briefing I've ever been to. Even had a PowerPoint. Whoa, dropped before the turnaround point. That got very spicy. Little hill, which hurt. I think a lot of the guys, the front, 500-600 watts for a minute or two. I think we're near the turnaround point. I'm gonna stick with it, see if we get to the town and if they slow up. But there's 9 out of 14 up front, so there's some riders behind. Oh, that was hard work. Let me try and chase back on. Oh, that got spicy. So I'm currently in the town, which is basically their turnaround point, their furthest away point. They take a left just down the road there. I've come into town. They don't quite come into town. They basically turn a left, absolutely book it back. I was about 4 or 5 minutes, about 3 or 4 minutes at their speed, and their speed was 50k an hour. I was, away from making it to the town. Then they would have had a chill out as they cross over and basically get back on the main road and do the same again. Oh look, there's another group. Oh mate, I've just seen 2 or 3 riders. Right, that's it. No, we're going back in. We're on, baby. We are on. Drink, gel, back home. We're going to be working as a 3 on the way back. So we're back on, pulling turns with these boys. I'm going to say it now. I'm not a Paz boy. Don't want to be a Paz boy. I want to be off the back of a Paz train, riding with the guys wearing Rafa and anything that's not Paz. That's where I belong. Does Paz have a PR problem? I don't care. Not my problem, because I'm happy with these boys who are not wearing Paz. Right, pulling turns back into Palma. So the pace out on the highways was super quick, 50 plus k an hour, rapido. On the way back, it's more like backcountry roads and these little towns, which is gorgeous. Maybe the pace might have been a little bit easier, not much. Guess we won't find out now, but I'll ask the guys when we get back whether it's a bit calm, more calm on the way home. But I've enjoyed it with these boys, pulling turns, just sitting at my kind of FTP efforts. Right, let's get back. Almost back now. I've done 70k. A little bit more chilled as we get closer and closer to town.
The racing cycle.
Yeah, Masters. So the Mallorca Masters is on at the moment as well.
I thought that was what we were doing.
Yeah, it felt like we were doing the Mallorca Masters. So the Mallorca Masters is a 4-day stage race all over the island. 40 plus for Masters, I think that's what it is. They have the full escort, commissionaire, closed roads. I think I need to come do it next year, but it is hard and fast. I think there's about 160 to 200 riders about to come past. Look at all the commissionaire bikes. That was a spicy ride, the rider. Is it normally...
Every Wednesday.
No, but is it normally quicker on the way out, a little bit slower on the way back? On the back, just
it's like that all the way.
Turbo the whole way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always, it's the same every Wednesday. Hang on well, for me, hang on as much as possible and then just finish by yourself.
We're down to 2 after a mechanical, but we're back in town. And I'm glad this dude has the map, because I don't have it. I don't know how to pull maps off Strava. Let's go and get another coffee, and then back to the hotel for buffet breakfast. Survived is probably the wrong word, but we made it back. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Very much.
90k for the morning. It's 10:30. We're back in the store for a coffee. And the two guys that I was riding back with, both of which are out here, or certainly one of them's out here on his own as well. So if you're out here on your own and you want a smash ride, and that's what it is, it's a smash, it's a Chris Miller Nero Show skin suit chop ride. It's 70k, it's balls to the wall for a lot of it. These guys, you know, Cat 1-2, Nat B riders, you know, a couple of the guys talking about Masters World Champs and riding different things like that. The guys who were on the you know, made the main bunch are quick riders, really strong. We had one girl in the group, she made it to the first roundabout. I don't want to say it's not, you know, this ride, it is what it says on the tin. They tell you it's a tempo ride, they tell you it's a fast ride, they tell you at the briefing that it's a drop ride, and that's what it is. So, you know, that's what we got, that's what they told us. The girl that we were riding with, I'm not even sure she made it out of Palma. You know, she was dropped by the first roundabout, I'm pretty sure, so that's the level, that's what it is. You know, we dropped another 3 or 4 guys coming out, and then it was a lot of fun kind of picking up that little 2-man group, and then we had a mechanical and back in to the store. I'm not a Paz boy. I'm in the Paz store. I think the coffee, best coffee I've had in Palma, so really good for the coffee. It's not me. I like groups, I like fast groups, I like big watts, I like big boys, I like big chop rides, but I like friendly, I like caring. Yeah. There we go. That's my review. Not that you asked for it, but if you come out to Palma and you want a proper chop ride on a Wednesday morning, come down to the Paz store, 8 a.m, get here early, grab a coffee, go out for a chop ride. Thanks, guys.
So you guys are running tonight for the relay,
I think it's also worth pointing out that English is not the main language for a lot of the guys on the ride, so I don't want to hold anything against anyone. Great group, really strong riders, fast. That's what it is. That's summary. Thank you, boss.
Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the ride. So a lot of the guys coming back and smashing a recovery shake. So that alone tells you what Wednesday morning Paz Studios is all about. Smashing watts, smashing a recovery shake. Right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining in. I will see you guys on another one soon. Tomorrow is hopefully going to be the big one, the Mallorca 312 around the island loop. Stick around for that one. See you soon.